Welcome to I don't know, it's a Monday giveaway live stream. I have never done one of these before, so we'll see how many people get in the live because I wanted to do the drawing live. There's 4 people that are on my Patreon in the $5 tier, so we'll just I guess wait for some people. I don't know how many people are going to be on here on a Monday. I've never done a live stream on a Monday, so just thought this would be a good time. Probably should have done it yesterday, but we'll see what happens. Let's see how many people get in here. Let's see. Good evening from Florida. What's going on? I'm here. Nice. I've never done a live stream on a Monday, so I have no clue how many people. We'll give it a few, like maybe a few minutes, and then I'll do the drawing for the giveaway, and then we'll start the new giveaway. So let's see. Hello, sir. Hello from PA. What's going on? Hey, yo, what's going on? Look at all these people. Tight. Hello from the Netherlands. Hi. Hello, Dave. What's going on? Man, it's a lot of people for 52 people on a Monday. Man, I didn't expect this one. San Luis Valley. Man, what's up? Let's see. New Mexico love. Look at this. Man, maybe I should do my Sunday Q&As on a Monday because it's more people in here than normal. You're a popular guy. Thanks. What's up? Hello, Dave from Texas. Hello from Chicago. Look at this. All right, I think there's enough people in here now. So what was going on was I'm not sure if a lot of people know about the giveaways, but I want to do a monthly giveaway of a tool, or it might increase into something. I want to do a car eventually, but I don't think the time is right to do a car or really appropriate at this time. So I want to do eventually. I want to get this Hellcat swap that I have here that I got from that 16 Challenger Hellcat into that other Magnum, and eventually do a giveaway on that car. But I need to work my way up to doing a giveaway on that car because I don't know. I just don't feel like jumping in to a giveaway would do very well like that. So, I think a lot of people have their concerns about giveaways and, if they're real and stuff like that. So I try to do stuff right on my channel. So I don't want to have people think that I'm shady, I guess is what I'm saying. So I decided to do a giveaway on a borescope. I got a borescope from Beaver, and I decided to get another one because it worked really well. I actually used it yesterday, and because I found out the Ranger has a dropped valve, that's why it's not starting. But used it yesterday, works great. Last month, I said that I was going to do a giveaway. Anybody that was in the $5 tier or higher on my Patreon was going to be entered into that giveaway. And I think it's a really easy way to get people entered and a really easy way to kind of sign up instead of buying a bunch of stuff that, like a bunch of merch that you really don't want to wear or a bunch of products that you really aren't going to use. So we have, let's see. So this is not this one, this is the one I use, but a brand new Beaver borescope is what somebody's going to get. And there was 4 people that signed up for my Patreon. So I'm going to do a drawing. Let me look at all these. What's going on here? Let's see. Hello from Chicago, Rhode Island, Texas. Just say giveaway and the flood of people will come in. Let's see. What's up, Dave? Any chance at a sneak peek of the Charger wagon? So the Charger's I was working on some brake lines today. Somebody actually told me that there was a company that makes brake lines. So I reached out to them to see if they would do it, but I don't know. It seems like it might be a little bit too difficult to have them do it. So I might just continue and finish making the ones that I was already making. But the Charger's she's ready to drive. She I just need to finalize some stuff so we can take her for her first rip. And that's really what I have been trying to do with these brake lines. I mean, mine are coming out pretty good. I'm pretty good at bending them, so that's not the issue. I just really wanted a company that had all the CNC bending stuff and all brand new fittings. It just would have been really nice to order them because they're really cheap. They're like $150 for stainless steel lines. So, but let's see. Hello from Missouri. What's up, Dave from Detroit? In the building. What's going on? Best channel on YouTube, period. Thanks a lot. Greetings from Los Angeles. Yes, I'm in the house. Tools, better than nothing. Do it when you're comfortable to do a giveaway. Florida here. Sell it to one of us. I'll buy a Hellcat Magnum. If you sell one of your projects, I will sign up on the list. Let's see. Shout out to New Mexico, Austin, real guy, real cars. Hello from Iowa. Are you going to be at Rocky Mountain Race Week? When is that, like next week or something? I was hoping to make it, but I know that I'm not going to be able to sign up for it because it instantly fills. And the weird thing is I never get an email because I've done it previously, and the people that are veterans are supposed to get an email before everybody else, so you can sign up before like all the new people. And it kind of makes sense, but I never get an email. So end of September, end of June, end of September. I might just go because I know I'll have people that are gonna be there, and I'll be able to know the route and stuff, so I could just kind of cruise with the, I guess they have like road week that goes with it, but I really don't want to worry about that. I'll just kind of cruise with them or something like that maybe. But let's so yeah, I have this Viver borescope, and we're going to, let me sign into my computer. Let's see. Okay. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I need to here, let me do stuff so I'm not showing all these people's information. Let me go to notes. I don't think they'd like for the world to know all their stuff. Let's see. Let's see your new note. Ah, damn it. Damn. Why is it doing that? Just let me copy their name. Oh, that's not what I want. Terminal. Why are Macs so difficult? Why doesn't it just do what you want it to do, like a Windows computer? Okay, there's one name. That took way too long. Okay. Man, I thought I had all this stuff set up, and look at me now. That's not what I wanted. Okay, I think this is the last one. Yes. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, 4. There we go. All right, let's. I know you guys are. Keep seeing this flash. Let me see what's going on here. Hit the thumbs up, people. Thanks. let's see. Yeah, I prefer Windows, but I think Apple is more. So I like Apple for editing videos. It just seems way better. I had a Windows computer and I try to edit stuff on it, and then I switch over to Mac and it works great. But Windows is a lot better for CAD and SolidWorks and stuff like that. Okay, you should let us pick the winner. Just make a poll with the names. I don't know. I don't know if people would be pumped about that. Okay, you gonna make it Vegas for Roadkill Nights? So I don't know why they're doing Roadkill Nights in Vegas for one at the end of this month. So it's like in 3 weeks, and it's one day, and it's in Vegas instead of being in like Michigan or wherever. So I planned on going, but I planned on being there in, usually I think it's in September or something like that. I planned on like September. So I have, nothing done to take it. I can't take the charger because I want it to be done, but I highly doubt everything. I need to still send the ECM out to HP tuners, but I have to be able to power everything up to get the file downloaded. I don't know, Dodge ECUs are just kind of a pain. So I'd have to send that ECU out, then I have to wait for him to get it back, and then I have to send it back to him, and that's probably 2 weeks right there. And I'm still waiting on the fuel rails. So I don't know. I'll see what happens, but at this point there's no way I'm going to make that. So let's what's up? You should be in Michigan I should be in Michigan. I don't know. It's the last one too. It doesn't make any sense. Supposedly that's what I heard. That's the last Roadkill Nights. Why would they only have it for one day in Las Vegas? It makes zero sense. Yeah, 20th days are going fast. It's not in 2 weeks. So I have the people right here. Let me minimize this stuff. So So there is 4 people. We have Elias, Cashboy, Colby, and Robert. So I just have it 1 to 4, and I just have this random number generator thing here. I'll like refresh it so you guys don't think it's like cheating or whatever. But I'm gonna make this 4 right here, and we're gonna generate, and it looks like it's 3. So Colby is going to be getting the brand new Viver bore scope for being signed up to my Patreon in the $5 plus tier. So congratulations, man. I hope you like it. I like using this thing. It works really good for a bunch of stuff. But since now we know who won the giveaway, I'm going to start the next giveaway today. I should have started it yesterday, but I didn't have my laptop. I forgot it at home. I'm going to be giving away at the end of this month a torque wrench, and it is a precise built 3/8 drive, 50 to 80 foot-pounds. And this is probably the best one to have because most people never have the smaller ones. And that's why I wanted them to send me one of these, was because I didn't have a 5 to 80 foot-pound one. So they sent me one of these, sent me a bigger one, but I'm going to be giving away this at the end of the month. Anybody that's signed up in the $5 or more tier on my Patreon, and it's really nice quality. So like I said, I'm going to try to do at least one giveaway on a tool or something a month, and just kind of continue it going, but just run it all through my Patreon. And I think that'll be super easy for my subscribers, because they could just head over there, sign up if they want to sign up, and I'm just going to select the month. Whoever's in that tier on that month or above, I'll just run it like this, and it'll be cool. So congratulations. I mean, it's just cool to get free tools, and eventually, hopefully I could do, like I said, I want to do that Magnum once it's Hellcat swapped and I have it all fine-tuned. I'll probably end up like repainting it and making it nice, do some cool wheels. I might just do like the devil wheels that are on my Challenger Hellcat, or something like that. I mean, just something really kind of like a sleeper, but really kind of like fast. So I'll have the smaller pulley, my fuel rails, it'll have bigger injectors, it'll have under the overdrive crank pulley. I'm just like using everything that I didn't use on the Charger that I bought brand new for this other Magnum. So it should make, I'd say it's probably going to make around like 800 wheel, which will be really cool. So let's see. Muted. Let's see. What's up? Congratulations, Colby. Yeah, hell yeah. Nice, cool. Show us the Durango. Also show me the FD if you don't mind. Let's see. So I'll show you guys the Durango. The Durango, I don't know. I've talked about the paint issues, but I just wish they would get me the paint so I could finally see this thing all together. So what I'm going to do probably in the next couple weeks is I'm going to paint the interior the same as the exterior, just so everything matches. And then I'm also going to paint the engine bay the same color. And then I'm just going to repaint all of this stuff just gloss black. So I got a new one of these because this one was a little bit tweaked, and found that out on the frame machine last time. I don't know, that video was like probably 6 months ago. But everything else was perfectly straight other than this having a little crease in it. So I used one of those, and I'm just going to spray everything on this gloss black so it all just is nice and clean. And hopefully I could drive this thing. But once the interior is painted and the engine bay is painted, I could put all the interior back in the Durango, put the new dash in. I have a brand new steering rack right here that I got, so I can put the steering rack in, put the wiring harnesses in, and it'll just be really nice. And then I have all the stuff for the front seats. I thought when I ordered this, it was going to be the whole upper part of the seat, but it was just the cover. That was kind of unfortunate because those are like $900 a piece. But yeah, the FD is chilling over here. I've showed this thing before, but you guys requested it. I need to get this thing back together and kind of go from there. I want to do another radiator, a different radiator setup. So what ended up happening with this thing was I was cruising in on the highway. They were doing construction, and they had one of those lips where they like cut the road, but they didn't have a sign that said bump or anything. And when I went over that, it was like a drop down, and then it was like an instant back up with another one of those, and my front or my V mount caught it, and it smashed into the radiator, and it messed up the V mount. So then I decided to pretty much refresh everything with the bigger turbocharger, my new manifold I designed. I decided to go with coil-on plugs, since the other manifold I had, the coil packs wouldn't fit on the engine anymore. And then I'm making that new intake. So I just need to get all this stuff back in. Should easily make 700 horse to the wheels and not have any issues. So, but yeah, I need to really get this thing running and driving. I miss driving it. Oh, I also got some big Willowwood calipers for it. I need to put these on, and some bigger rotors to replace the factory ones. They're kind of small Really don't need that on FD, but it'll be really nice. Let's see. The color is amazing. Let's see. Thanks. Love the row of cars. I love that the shop is actually kind of clean in there. It still needs a lot more cleaning, but just having this area right here to work on stuff again is just so nice. It's not, I can't even explain how nice it is to be able to just walk through here and not just be like walking around a bunch of stuff. It just, yeah. Let's see. I could have fixed the seats for your next ones. I can help you, bro. Hit us up at Cleveland Power and Performance. So I need a good set of interior for the Charger, but the issue is I want red interior. I actually wanted that caramel color interior. I kind of still want that, but I want to do the red door, the red seats, the red door panels, but the door panels being all red is kind of excessive. So what I kind of want to find is a door panel, like a set of red door panels that's damaged on the bottom, so I could swap my SXT lower pieces on there so they're black on the bottom and red on the top. If you know what I mean. I mean, there's just so much red on those door panels. I have the SXT door panels in here. But and the other issue with the seats, why I had to, here, I'll show you. So the other issue why I had to order those seats is I think when they cut the seatbelt from the accident, they cut through this piece of leather, but the rest of it's fine. So I don't know if that is like a deal breaker, but to fix them, I think it probably, I mean, if you knew how to like sew and stuff, which I have no clue what's going on when I've never done that. I kind of wouldn't mind learning how to do some of that stuff, but yeah, to me, somebody could fix that, but this one isn't like that. This one just has the bag popped. But yeah, so what I want to do is keep this lower part of the SXT door panel so it's all black, and then have the newer style, so it's like the stitched leather, and then it'll be black here, and then this will be red, and I think this armrest right here is red, but then on the red door panels, all of this stuff down here is red, and it's just way too much red for me. So yeah, I don't know if you guys ever get like a set of door panels where that bottom red part is messed up or something like that, that would be, but the top part is like perfect, which is probably never going to happen, but yeah, let me know, I guess. But let's see. What? SRT Jeep brakes on FDs that they do not bolt on. I hope they do not, because I literally just got rid of that one set for super cheap because nobody was buying them, so I almost like gave them away. I think those 4 calipers I sold them to this dude for like $500 or something because nobody would buy them. I was tired of them sitting around. So that'd be disappointing. I guess I'm doing a live stream today. Dang it, forgot about this giveaway. Yeah, I mean, if I'll ship wherever. I mean, it's just, I don't think it matters unless it's over $1,500, and all the tool stuff isn't never going to be. So I don't think it matters if I ship stuff to other places and stuff like that. I have no clue, but let's see. So you want 2021 panels so you can add the black. I mean, if they're perfect panels, I'm probably most likely not going to do it. And it doesn't have to be red at this point because it seems like red interior is really hard to find. So if it's like a clean set of black interior, and it'd probably be better to talk to you on the phone because I don't really need the front seats because I'm going to put a different style of seats in the front. But if it's like a whole, all the door panels and all the seats, it just makes sense to buy it. But the issue is I had a few people reach out to me, and shipping is nobody wants to ship them. And I feel like shipping seats across the country is they're probably gonna get damaged is the issue. That's why I want the car to be done. So then I could, like, if you guys had a set, I could just drive the car out there and have the SXT seats in it and door panels. And then when I got there, I could just like throw them in the dumpster and then have like nice interior in the car. So I don't, let's see. Same way I did them. Let's see. 2 live chats in a row, Dave. Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks for tuning in, man. We can rematch the leather. Oh, that's nice. Not an issue at all. Jesus really does save cars. Also, if you get 2014 red door card, they have exactly how you want it, red with black. So the issue is I don't want that old. I like that newer leather on the door panels because the older stuff is like that, almost like that kind of, I don't know, like alligator skin stuff or whatever. It's just like, it just doesn't look good. So plus I'm gonna have the dash wrapped in the black leather once I get it done, and I think it'll just all look more modern, last a lot longer because those one door panels always like peel back. Hello for Puerto Rico. What's going on? Didn't expect a live tonight. Hell yeah. They do for a fact. It's a guy on YouTube running. Oh man, I shouldn't have got rid of those Brembos then. That sucks. Yeah. Do you know what year fits on there? Because man, I'd just throw those on there. Drop the email. I'll send you my number. That's all we do. So my email is in the description. It should be in the description of this live stream as well. It's just david.nenno@yahoo.com. It's the same email that's on my videos. I have 2006 SRT8 interior. Hell yeah. All new leather. 12. No. Those are off that 16 SRT. They're the big ones. Man, that sucks. I wish I would have known about that because I sold them for $500 because that one had like a little dent in one of the brake lines on the rear caliper. Yeah, that's lame. I guess I have the ones off the Durango Hellcat I could test fit and see if they do the front and the rear ones work. Man, that would be so simple. I'll join the Patreon. Thanks, I appreciate that. Hello, Dave from Finland. What is going on? If you have an extra set, test for one. You'll see. Blue Demon date. I think they use a Charger rotor in front and rear. Oh man, that's gonna be awesome. Because then I don't have to make a bracket. I'll just use those Willowwoods on like the 3000 DT or something. Way to go on the wiring. Hopefully your headache has subsided. So excited for that first key start. Yeah, I can't wait to start it. I think the fuel rail should be here in the next couple weeks. And then I have all the stuff for the fuel lines, all the fuel fittings. I actually had Earl send me everything for the fuel lines. It's probably way up there in a box, but their new Ultraflex, I think it's the Ultraflex series line, is so nice. I'm gonna dump all these out on the ground. yeah, we have all the Earl's fittings to make all the intercooler lines as well as the fuel lines for the fuel system. I mean, these things are so nice, and I love the because it's the Ultraflux series, so it's crimp on, and it's so easy to assemble. You just put a ferrule on it, and I mean, so easy. And then I have these. So my fuel pressure regulator, I'm going to run this sensor right here, and this sensor is the same as the factory one. So then the fuel pressure sensor just goes to the fuel pressure regulator instead of doing all that crazy stuff. I still need to figure out how to wire in a flex fuel sensor, but yeah, I should have these fuel rails actually out of billet aluminum instead of out of 3D printed stuff, but everything will be with the line and everything should be really clean. Then everything should go in the factory positions and work really well. So yeah, I can't wait to get that because then we'll finally get the charger started. I mean, yeah, I just really want to drive this car. It's literally so close. But I mean, anybody that's ever fabricated or done something crazy like this, and they just know. Let's see. I did it was a typo. The Charger wagon will rise the same day Jesus did on Easter. Well, I, I don't know how that would work. a Hellcat. I don't even know. That'd be funny. You need to get a dog for your shop to keep you company. So I don't know, it was like 3 or 4 nights ago, I found like a chicken. It was just like randomly roaming in the yard. And then it was like a really nice chicken. So I gave it to my mom, and then she let it out, and then it hung around the house, and then my grandma went up the street and she was like trying to figure out whose chicken it was. Well, then some dude came down and then like the chicken ran away, but it was a pretty cool chicken. I don't know. My mom said I should bring it down to the shop. That's where I'm getting at the story. And I was like, no, I don't want a chicken down at the shop because I saw like videos of like chickens looking at and roosters looking at like their reflection in the paint, and then they're like jumping on people's cars and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to have an animal or a dog or a lizard again, but the issue is recently I haven't been, but traveling and doing stuff with YouTube across the country, you have to find somebody to take care of your dog or your whatever animal you have, and it's pretty difficult usually. So do you think you should put a roll bar in the wagon before you put the interior in? So I do not like roll cages. I literally hate them. And I mean, if it's a purpose built race car, but this is a car that I want to daily drive on the street, even though it's most likely going to have like 1,000 to 1,600 horsepower, there's, if I wreck it, whatever happens is going to happen. I mean, the roll cage inside the car, especially when you don't have a racing helmet on and you wreck a car driving on the street with a roll cage, most of the time it's going to mess you up more than not having a roll cage, because if your head hits one of the bars or any part of your body hits one of the bars on the roll cage, it's like game over, and it's no joke. So, and then you don't want to drive your car around everywhere with a racing helmet or like a harness and be fully harnessed in. So, and at that point you'd want like a 5-point harness and a bunch of other stuff. So let's see. Good luck, everyone. Hell yeah. I'm contemplating wrapping my Magnum versus getting my rear bumper fixed from my hit and run in my apartment. While I was parked, quoted $9K for an entire wrap. Seems high. What are your thoughts? So I don't really understand. I remember when clear bra and wraps were first coming out. Nobody knew how to install them. The materials are still the same price, pretty close to the same price. You could get your car clear broad or wrapped for like 1,500 to like 2,000, $2,500. Now everybody wants like, and it is a lot of work. But if you're clear brawling a car and you're a company or your business that has the, if you do it all the time, you're proficient at it. If you're gonna charge somebody to wrap their car as much as it's gonna cost to paint a car, or even more, because I know a lot of body shops will do a complete job on people's car for $5,000, and to wrap a car for $9,000, and technically wraps are only supposedly good for a year, 2 years, depending on if you're in Arizona and it's like getting sunbaked, it's like a year. It's not worth it to me. I mean, I'd rather spend $5,000 to have my car painted, and then if it gets rock chips and stuff, like the Charger or the Durango or anything, I thought about getting them clear broad. And the fact of the matter is if I get them clear broad, then if anything happens, I have to pull the clear bra off, which is a total nightmare. And the same thing with wraps. And then you still have to do body work to it and repaint it anyway. I know a lot of people will do like kind of like shady body work, and then they'll wrap a car and sell it and be like, oh yeah, it's wrapped. And then people never ask or never even know that there's, it's just primer underneath. I knew this dude that did a Mustang like that. He like primered the whole car, wet sanded it, and had it wrapped and sold it for like way more than it was worth. And I'm sure whoever bought that car, when they went to change a wrap and they saw that it was primer underneath, they probably shit themselves. And it's probably way too late to do anything about it. So I don't know. I've never been really a fan of wraps, is what I'm getting at. It's just not at this price point. It's more cost effective to have your car resprayed every single time. You have the best Mopar on earth. No one can take that from you ever. I mean, there's a bunch of cool, like people say that I have like you like have the best Mopar or this. I mean, the Charger is a great car, but there's so many cool, there's so many other channels that have cool stuff. I mean, what Weston does with his stuff is just like he does like crazy stuff, and it's just cool. I mean, Whistling Diesel is the same, does crazy stuff. It's all just like unique stuff, and even though he destroys a bunch of stuff, he does cool stuff while he's doing it. I mean, that Charger, I mean, all the stuff that he did to it or had a company do to it or whatever, I mean, it's still cool. So I mean, yeah, the Charger is an awesome car. It's probably going to be the only Magnum Charger like that ever. I don't think anybody's going to spend the time to do it as well or anything, along those lines. It's probably never going to be done again. So, and I wanted it to do it correctly. So I appreciate that. I really do. Elephant pickup build next. I almost thought about putting a 426 in the Durango, but we'll see. I need to get the Charger done so I could. So yeah. His next trick is Hemi swap my '01 4x4. When do you plan on dropping the rear-wheel drive Tesla motor in the Grand Prix? So I was supposed to get all the stuff to bench test the Tesla drive unit with the Volt battery pack, but the guy that I was working with at AEMEV quit or something happened, and I was almost going to see him at SEMA, but I guess I missed him by like 2 minutes or something like that. And but he had like quit or got laid off or whatever happened. And now I've reached out to the new guy, but I haven't heard anything back, and that's been probably 6 months ago. And I really haven't had time to worry about it too much because I've been focused on the Charger, and I have a bunch of stuff for the Grand Prix that I need to, for the LS4 that I got from Holly that I need to install. So yeah, hopefully we can make 700 wheel off of the LS4, and then I could get that drive unit in the rear. But I really want to bench test it just to be able to hook everything up, go through it, and just really know that everything's going to work, and all I have to do is fabricate it into the car. Let's see. The difference with you and other people are doing it by yourself. Other people have multiple people working on their cars. So that's not really a bad thing. I mean, if my channel actually grows to a point where I could employ I can employ like a videographer, I can employ a couple people to help me. I mean, I would still be working on the cars, building the cars. I would be having the ideas, and I'd want it to be up to like my like spec or whatever. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's hard to do it all by yourself and be able to be successful on social media or YouTube because it's just a lot. There's just a lot going on. I mean, right now I'm just doing a live stream, and I should be working on the brake lines, but I'm waiting. The reason why I did this right now is because I'm waiting for the battery for the GoPro to charge because the camera overheated and it killed the battery. So I decided to do this, which I was supposed to do yesterday, but I forgot my laptop and and a bunch of excuses, I guess. One thing I want to know is the total weight of the wagon with driver. This should run 10 seconds on the factory 700 horsepower. So I am very interested about the weight. That is what I've worried about the whole build. And I've tried to save weight everywhere I could. I've saved weight on both the front and rear subframes are lighter than factory. The roof is lighter than factory. The hatch is probably the same weight. They're heavy, super heavy. Pretty much everywhere I could, I saved some sort of weight. The wiring harness was 50 pounds of weight savings. I think the roof skin was like 50 pounds of weight savings. So, and the Charger is going to be way lighter than the Durango or Trackhawk. So if I could keep it like 5,000 pounds or under, like just a hair under 5,000 pounds with me in it, that should be very, very doable because I didn't add too much stuff to it. I added a transfer case and a front differential and a drive shaft, but now they're lighter. I don't know. I'm hoping 5,000 pounds, it'd be so fast. I mean, I want to drive it so bad. So bad. I don't know. I should just make these brake lines and just call it a day and not worry about that company that I was talking to, but they had everything. I just had to have them change the position of the lines. Hello from Austin, Texas. I've been following you since you rebuilt your truck. Thanks. You're sleeping on yourself. None of those guys can mess with your skills. Thanks. I appreciate that. Who else has a carbon fiber roof on their car? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to say this, but I was almost to the point when I was doing the carbon fiber roof. I was like, man, I'm already doing the carbon fiber roof. I should just do the whole quarter panels in carbon fiber, but then I was going to have to make molds, and it was going to be like $10,000 a side to do the quarters in carbon, and it probably would have took another like 2 months, but that would have saved a ton of weight too. If I would have done the quarters in carbon fiber, I probably would have saved another 50 pounds a side, and that's crazy weight savings. And once I redo the hatch in carbon fiber, but I want to get the car running and driving, same reason I haven't done the quarter windows, I think the hatch will probably be like 100 pounds of weight savings because it's so heavy. I don't know why the Magnum hatches they're just tanks. It's like the heaviest part of the whole car is the hatch. Let's see. The wagon or the Durango? Definitely the wagon. I have way more work into it. You can always hire Sean. I mean, Sean's a good worker, but he just has so much stuff that he's doing of his own. He has so many customer cars that he's always doing. He was telling me that he's like, you wanna do some customer cars? Because he's like, I have too many to do, so he could you could like fix people's stuff. And I was like, no, I don't want to, at this point, I don't want to mess with anybody else's car because I've been there, done that, and I don't like listening to people complain about stuff. But what's good, brother? Blessings. Almost to the finish line with the Mag charger. Can't wait. Thanks. YouTube means nothing. You're a legend. You all already set the mark. Thanks. I will do the same. I will succeed. Nice. You deserve a YouTube award for this amazing dynamic build. It's definitely a one-off. Yeah, others on YouTube, but they don't go the length and time and attention to detail and engineering design. Thanks. It's been a wonderful build. Been watching since day one. Big up, Dave. Thanks. You'll be done by Easter. I was hoping I was going to be done by last month, but I've been waiting on the fuel rails. I'm still waiting on that front drive shaft. I could drive it with the rear drive shaft in and the front drive shaft out. And the wiring, I didn't expect the wiring to take so long, but I also could have done the wiring different, where I just left a bunch of stuff in and kind of just hid all these clusters of wire, but I really didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have bunches of wire like stuffed up into the carpet and hid here and hid there. And plus it saved a lot of weight. It made the system a lot more efficient. And then I was able to move modules around, like the amp. I was able to move up into the driver's side quarter panel, the RF module, the ELSD module I put on the passenger side, so everything goes out that hole right where all the ABS connectors go out, right where the active exhaust connector would go, but now it's the ELC connector. So plus I shortened the ELSD wiring like 12 feet, like 7 wires, 12 feet. That's a lot of wire. So it was definitely a task. I didn't expect it to be so much work, but I also kind of made it more work for myself because I wanted to get it done right. You have 800K in this car. No way it's any less. Yeah, I definitely have probably that, at least. The hatch is a paperweight. The hatch is, I bet you if I'm almost running a 10-second pass, if I pull the hatch off, I'll probably run like a 990. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. No, something like that. Whatever. I'm not too key on drag stuff, but yeah, I think like just like under 10 seconds, I guess. But the hatch is heavy. That's what I'm getting at. Once the 2 builds are done, what's next? So like I've said, I want to get a bunch of other stuff done, like the 3000 GT. I mean, the 3000 GT is so close to being finished. So it's just so close. So all I have to do is I have to paint the side skirts, which both of them are right there. They're ready to paint. I have to get the cladding on, which is already painted. I just didn't want to put that on until I got the side skirts on. I also have everything up there painted. I have that new roof glass, and then put the interior back together. The rear bumper, I have a brand new one of those upstairs. So I'm going to put a brand new front bumper or brand new rear bumper on there. And then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do about this bumper I made. A lot of people were interested in it when I was doing these videos and I made the rear bumper. So I might maybe make a mold of that bumper and then maybe produce like 10 or 25 of them or something like that. But I also want to get the FD going again, and that's a pretty simple task. I mean, there's not much. I have the clutch, I have everything. I just need to do the intake manifold and get everything back in and wire up the Haltech. I want to get the 240Z moving forward. So there's a company that makes all brand new reproduction quarter panels, floorboards, and stuff like that. So I want to fix this car so it's really nice and clean. I was planning on doing some wide fender flares. I might not do that. I am still going to put the RB26 or RB30 block, RB26 head that I have in this, and I'm just going to make it rear wheel drive. The original plan was to make this thing all wheel drive, but I wasn't planning at the time when I was thinking about and designing all the parts for this thing that I was going to build an all wheel drive Charger or have a Durango Hellcat or any of that stuff. And then I have the Pulsar GTR that's all wheel drive. So I'm just going to leave it rear wheel drive, save myself the headache, and kind of just get her nice and clean and done. And the original color of this car, so when I got it from a barn. It was red. It looked like they rolled the paint on there, but the original color is a silver, and I don't really see many of them in that color. So I might just repaint this thing in that silver and just make it like a really clean, kind of like, RB, nice, probably like 500-600 horsepower, which is crazy in one of these cars, and just like really clean. Same thing with the Pulsar. I've talked to a company. There's some quarter panels that I want to get, but they said shipping on the quarter panels is going to be like $5,000. And at that point, I could just buy a container and ship a whole 40-foot container of parts from Japan. But then I have to fly to Japan, load up a container, find a bunch of people that want to go in on like a container from Japan for parts, because I'm not going to have 40 feet of Japanese parts. So yeah, I need both quarter panels for this. I also wanted to get the core support. They had the front and rear crash bars. They also had, I just got that front bumper brand new from Japan, which is crazy. This front bumper was only, what was it? It was $200, and it was $200 shipping from Japan. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, then I could get that new crash bar. And the only reason I need a crash bar is because they cut that out. I don't even need a crash bar, but they cut it out for this stupid exhaust, and I don't like that it's cut out right there. But yeah, I don't know. Lots of projects. But yeah, the VR4 is I don't know. I don't actually know why. I've always loved how these things look, but I used to have an ex-girlfriend that was like super into these, but she had like a front wheel drive non-turbo one, and she was pretty crazy. But then I like hated these things because I always had to work on hers. It was a piece of shit. And this one is actually nice. I think it has like 100,000 miles, but I need to finish it. So, and then I already have all the door handles and everything painted. I don't know how many miles it has. It has some miles. And then I need to get that 240 done, get this 240 done. This 240 is all wired up. I just need to put a ECU and stuff in it. And the LS has an LS1, T56, triple plate clutch, LSD, all adjustable suspension, big old stop tech brakes. It needs a quarter panel, and yeah, just needs some work, some paint. I need like, what I need to do is I need to clone myself like 10 times, so I have 11 of me, and then I could just annihilate everything and just like repair and like fix everything. It'd be so, like, if I can clone myself, it would be awesome. It'd be the greatest thing ever. Let's see. I can see a $9.99 for sure. Less weight in your all-wheel drive. That'd be awesome. Just drive it, and then the rest, make sure it's good first. Yeah. I was quoted $9K. She said because of inflation. She said a Magnum is usually around $5K. I would love a new paint job, but then again, finding a good, honest painter that won't rip you off is hard. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wish I still had the L24, but I I accidentally, well, I left it at my ex-girlfriend's house with the transmission. Leave it stock. I'd say put all your 90s cars back to original. I don't know. I really, it's, they are worth a lot more original, but at the same time, so many people kind of want like subtly clean modified cars, that like older cars like 240Zs, 3000 GTs, Mark III Supras, the Pulsar. Most of the people that are going to be buying them really don't care that they're modified, as long as it's not like a Mitsubishi Eclipse that has like PVC intercooler pipe and had like used everything put in it, and they want like 25 grand for it. So stock ones, they're cool, they're slow, they look good, but I want something that's going to be fun to drive. I mean, is 600 horsepower in a 240Z smart? Probably not. If I don't flare the fenders or anything, I could probably put like maybe like 9-inch wide wheels on it. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't really. I'm not a fan of just like stock power cars that have like stock suspension. I've like old classic cars. I'm not really a fan of like driving just like clunky old classic slow cars. It just never has appealed to me. Thanks, Dave. I'll just have my insurance fix the damage and hope they connect me to a reputable auto body shop. I mean, if it's going through your insurance and they don't do a good job, they'll have to redo it. I mean, that's how it works. Ran in his Mustang 4.6 seconds, 8th mile. Man, the Magna Charger. Do you have any extra dash bezel clips? Know where to get some? I called three pick and pulls, and they don't have any magnums. Or are they the same? I think the dash clips are the same all the way up. I mean, they use those metal and those plastic clips on like every Dodge. So it's almost been an hour. So I'm going to end the live stream, because this live stream was just supposed to be 100% for the giveaway. We drew the giveaway winner. If you're interested in signing up to my Patreon, the link is in the description. Really easy to go sign up. It's either $5 or up. There's a few tiers, and anything above $5 will get you entered into the next giveaway, which is the torque wrench. So I'll just keep these things going monthly, and we'll just start giving away tools and kind of work my way up to, once this Hellcat Swap Magnum is running and driving, we'll do that. But thanks for tuning in, everybody that entered into the giveaway. Thanks. If you're going to enter into the giveaway, the next one, I appreciate it. But see you guys next time. And I should have a video out tomorrow.